YouTubers, and welcome back. You're watching another episode of Creative Writing Advice. If you don't know me, I'm JJ. I'm a writer, an author, a screenwriter, a filmmaker, a blogger, a YouTuber, and I'm trying to bring you the writing advice that has helped me in my career to help make you feel like a better and more confident writer, so that you can tell the stories that you want to tell and have a good time doing it. Feel like you're in control of your story. And hopefully we can get more stories in the world. That's what I'm looking for. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the balance of strength between your protagonist and your antagonist. So your protagonist is your main character, and that's who you're following trying to get something. And your antagonist is the main person who's trying to stop them. So if you think of Aladdin and Jafar, your protagonist is Aladdin. He wants to have the wishes from the lamp and he wants to get Jasmine. And in Jafar, he also wants to get the wishes from the lamp and he wants to get Jasmine. They can't both have what they want. They're both trying to stop the other one getting it. Aladdin is your protagonist. He is the guy you are rooting for. And Jafar is the antagonist because he's the guy you're hoping Aladdin is going to get it from. And that is your story. And there's other characters circling around them. There's Jasmine and the Sultan and Abu and everybody like that. And they're all around those characters. But the main story is between those two characters. Now, what's important to remember is, if one of them is so much stronger and more powerful than the other one that they can just stop them and get what they want without effort, your story is over as soon as it's begun. If Jafar was able just to take the lamp and marry Jasmine, then you've got no story because it's done and Aladdin just has to go back to the streets, right? It's done. And equally so, if Aladdin was able just to keep the lamp and marry Jasmine without any challenges, Jafar's done too. Story's over. So you've got to have an equality here. That means they're always bumping heads and they're always trying to get what they want and blocking each other on their journey. But the interesting thing comes in when your antagonist is actually stronger than your protagonist. Not too much stronger, but stronger. Because that means your protagonist always is forced to grow and change and learn and fight harder and fight harder. Because that way, by the end of the story, if your protagonist does get what they want, it's because they've had to grow and change and they've had to become better people. They've had to become smarter or stronger or just more worthy in general. They've had to learn something. Aladdin has to learn that he actually is okay. He doesn't need to be a prince. And if he hadn't learned that lesson, he wouldn't have freed the genie. The genie wouldn't have got loyal to him and been willing to do what he does. And Jafar, he has to become worse, and he becomes so power crazy that he ends up in the situation where he becomes the genie and gets trapped. As they grow and change, your protagonist grows by becoming stronger and better and worthier of getting what they want. And your antagonist becomes worse and worse, more power hungry, more stubborn, more, I don't know, anything. Any of their negative qualities that you've got in those characters that makes them worthy of being your antagonist has to become heightened as well. And as they grow and change, that power imbalance of antagonist, a little stronger than protagonist, that power imbalance starts to shift. Which is why by the end of the story, you've watched that protagonist become able to win. Because all the way through, he has learned, he has improved, he has developed his skills, he has become a better person, and he is then able to fight. Of course, what you might do, which is a really interesting thing to do in a story, is have your audience believe that your protagonist has got everything they need to get to win. Have them shown the strength and goodness in that protagonist. Make them believe that they are worthy of getting what they want because of the lesson, that journey they've been on through your story. The character has had an arc where they grow and change and become the people they need to be to win. But then they don't. And that is a very disappointing end to a story in a lot of ways, but it's also very powerful. Having your protagonist do everything they need to do and still lose, it's very difficult. It's a very difficult thing to read or watch, but it can be very powerful. And then, of course, you've opened for a sequel, perhaps, and you could have them get what they want eventually. Because it's not the end of their story. It's just the end of Act 1. But Act 1 was a complete story. So I hope this has been useful to you. When you start out writing your story, make sure that your antagonist is always one step ahead of your protagonist. Not 3 or 4, not so much that they can just get it and win, but just enough that your protagonist has to struggle and fight and change to get what they want. It makes them worthy of it, it gives them a good character arc, and it keeps your story interesting. Thank you very much for watching another one of my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It helps me bring you videos and keep bringing you the writing advice that I hope is helping. Also, you can go to my website, which is jjbarnes.co.uk. Over there, I'm posting all sorts of things, and there's links to all my work. There's also links to all my social media and things in the description below, so come find me. And yeah, drop a comment with what you think. What are your protagonist and antagonist doing? How is your antagonist able to outsmart your protagonist? And what is your protagonist doing to learn? Come and tell me about it. Over on Twitter, I'm a big part of the writing community over there, and I'm always talking with people about what their work in progress is. So come and tell me yours. Thank you very much for watching, and I will be back again soon. Bye.